Hey, anybody on there?
Okay, welcome everyone to the inaugural edition, the launch of the Bill and Mark Show. This is Bill DeFalco, and I'm pleased to open up the first in a series of a weekly series of Sisel Opportunity webinars with my partner, Mark Kotler. And we're glad that you could be on board here with us tonight, those who are here with us live, and also those of you who will be watching the show. I'd like to just talk about the host. First of all, starting with yours truly, myself, Bill DeFalco. I have 40 years of experience in the MLM industry. I've had life-changing results with Sisel's products and celebrating 10 years with Sisel International. So I'm also a member of the Millionaires Club with Sisel. Okay, Mark, if you want to star 6 and join the call.
I'm here, Bill.
Great. All right, appreciate that. So, and now about Mark Kotler, 35 years experience in the MLM industry. He was a top earner in 3 other MLM companies, a noted spokesperson, trainer and mentor, and an experienced Reiki master and healer. Now, Mark, you really have some heck of a background there, and it's no wonder why you and I have gelled together. And so through this call, I'm going to invite you to share with us the reasons why you decided to come over to Sisel, what you found here, and where you intend to go with this. So I'd like to lead in by saying the primary goal of the Bill and Mark Show is through our combined 75 years of MLM experience, we will be providing a very unique perspective on the Sisel opportunity. And Mark, I'm just going to let you comment on the what you see there in the picture and pick it up from there.
Sure. Thank you very much, Bill. And it's an honor to be working with you, Bill, and with your resume and how you put your heart into everything you do, and your experiences with the product are just unprecedented, which is really what really inspired me in the very beginning. So I've been in the industry for about 35 years, and I was blessed to have a couple of very successful runs. A lot of hard work, working with the right team, which is incredible, which is what we have here. And they were good companies, but the owners lacked integrity. Towards later on, once people like myself built a huge business for the company, they decided to make the plan so crazy that most of us ended up leaving, which is something we're not going to have to worry about here, because it's not about money in this situation. That's the reason I really joined, not only the greatness of the products, but the fact that Tom Maurer already has the money, and this is his mission. This is his passion. He wants to bring great health to the world with these amazing products. So that's kind of my story out of the gate, Bill, and I'll bring it back to you.
And Mark, I got to say, it's just as much of an honor for me to have you as a co-host here with the tremendous experience that you bring in the industry and your very unique perspective after having been in all those other companies and then being on board with us, I'd say, for about a year and a half right now. Am I correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So, without a doubt, this is not just a company. We are truly a movement with a mission to change lives. And that's what really, is what sets this opportunity apart from everything else out there. The Sisel International Opportunity is your passport to optimum health and wellness, exponential revenue growth, and lifetime residual income. Now, I've been experiencing that for almost 10 years now, so I can vouch for everything you see on the screen there. Sisel International was ranked the #1 MLM opportunity in the world in 2008 by a global publication called The Obtainer. It's a German publication, as you can see by the German writing there in the lower part of the picture, and there's a picture of our founder, Tom Maurer. And considering that the company was launched in 2006, for them to make a statement like that just 2 years after the company got started. What they saw here was something very unique that they've never seen in any other company before. And our goal here on this call is through what I call the 7 power factors of the Sisel Opportunity. We're going to lay it out for you and show you exactly why, out of all the home-based businesses you could ever possibly be involved with, why this is without question the best of the best. So let's get started with the 7 power factors of the Sisel International Opportunity. And they are the company. Number 2, infrastructure. Number 3, capitalization. Number 4, products in all capital letters, because they are the backbone of this company. Without good products, you haven't got a great deal, that's for sure. Number 5, compensation. Number 6, marketing. And number 7, timing. So let's jump into these 7 power factors one at a time here and take a look at them. So first of all, the company. Any opportunity is only as good as the company behind it. You know, in this particular category of companies that make nutritional products and health and wellness products, of all the MLM companies that are in this industry, over 99% of them are not even making their own products. They're just buying somebody else's products and reselling the products. So over 99% of the companies in the industry that we are involved in, they're just resellers, and you're going to see what makes us really different from all of those companies. Welcome to Sisel International. Pronounced like sizzle, which would be spelled S-I-Z-Z-L-E, our company is spelled S-I-S-E-L. And those letters, S-I-S-E-L, what they represent, that's an acronym for science, innovation, success, energy, and longevity. Tom Maurer, he's actually a double PhD biochemist, very brilliant man, and self-made billionaire, is the founder and chief scientific officer of Sisel International. The strength in his company is in its founder, a visionary, a man who's got over 30 years of experience in formulating and developing the most extraordinary products that we've ever seen in this industry, and I can certainly vouch for that. The Maurer Mission, founded by Tom Maurer, is a lifetime endeavor that is going over 30 years strong now, and it's involved with educating, informing, and empowering millions of people all over the world. Let's talk about each one of these. Educating people about your body's ability to heal itself is greater than anyone has ever permitted you to believe. And through that firm belief, we've launched a line of products. So Tom has launched a line of unique products that support health, wellness, and longevity, and we're going to go over those in a few minutes. The second part of the Maurer Mission is informing people, and this is actually what started the whole concept, was Tom's discovery of harmful and toxic ingredients in personal care products over 30 years ago, and he was shocked when he learned about the harmful ingredients that he found in personal care products, and he basically started a mission of informing and educating people about the dangers to their health from products that they buy every month in the supermarket and use on their bodies and their homes every single day. If you can see right there, up on the screen, just some of the harmful ingredients that are still found in today's personal care and home care products that you find in most stores, things like formaldehyde and propylene glycol, sodium benzoate, and PEG, and sodium lauryl sulfate, and I mean the list goes on and on and on. So if you're using any of these products, shampoo, conditioner, body lotions, personal care products, sunscreen, and whatnot, you are at risk. That means just about everyone out there who's using store-bought products, well, your health is at risk because of the harmful ingredients that are in those products. The third part of the Maurer Mission is empowering people to profit in a $35 billion industry and to get into that industry with the best products that industry has ever seen. Unique and exclusive products that deliver results that have never been available. Really, I mean, truly amazing results that have never been available from any of the products out there, and they are exclusively available only from Sisel International. Now, I'm sorry, Mark, I'd like you to just comment on what you see there on the screen.
Yeah, well, My experience is I'm very familiar with nutritional products. I've been into alternative health for the last 40 years. I learned to meditate many years ago, way before it was popular, yoga and Reiki, and I'm very familiar with Cardian photography that Tom talks about all the time, that we're made of energy, and how Spectrum Max, and he was able to show that, how they just totally lit up the energy field in the body. So Tom Maurer is well aware of that's who we really are. So what impresses me, Bill, is that getting on these products, I've noticed a major difference in my meditation, in my energy level, my happiness, my feeling happy, my heart filled happiness that was even increased by putting these amazing products in our body and raising our energy field so that we can work at an optimum level. So I am just so impressed with that, Bill. I mean, I was with a couple companies that had the goji juice and some other, and they were mediocre products, and they built a huge business with that product. But you can't, like Tom says, you can't do it with one product. You can't just do it with one product. So what Tom's put together is he has all these different products that hit the body from different angles, hit the energy field and the chakras and the whole energetic body from different angles. And when you do it like that, something's going to work for everybody, and by putting them together synergistically, miracles happen, like what happened to Bill and what's happened to myself and many other people. So we are so blessed to be here with a company that Tom put his own money in, $100 million to build this thing, where other companies farm it out and get these mediocre products and they water it down so that they can make a bigger profit and get a bigger car and a bigger house. And that's not going to happen here. So I'm very passionate about what we have, Bill. So I just wanted to say that to start.
Sure enough, Mark. I want to make sure I double check. Are you just on the phone line, or are you actually following along on the computer?
I'm just on the phone line.
Okay, no problem. So I'll be helping you along with the visuals that are going up right now that people are watching. So right now, this slide here says the guiding philosophy behind the Sisel International Opportunity, and this really speaks to what you just alluded there, Mark. And our guiding philosophy here is wealth is worthless without the great health to enjoy it. As you can see from the picture there, your greatest wealth is your health, because without your health, what good is the wealth? If you don't have your health to enjoy life, you can have all the money in the world and you'd be the sickest and most miserable person in the world. So we're changing that. This is a game-changing company, because the Sisel Opportunity enables you to achieve both, to create wealth and have great, vibrant health to enjoy it. As health and great, vibrant wealth and a great, vibrant health to enjoy it. Let's go into right on to number 2, power factor number 2, infrastructure. Sisel International was launched in 2006 on the largest scale of any MLM company. As I said earlier, over 99% of the companies in this industry don't even have a manufacturing plant. They're not even making their own products. They're just reselling mediocre quality products that are made by other companies. So they're all resellers. We are a major manufacturer. In fact, our state-of-the-art 440,000 square foot plant is the largest ever in this network marketing or MLM industry. This industry, this home-based business industry called network marketing or multi-level marketing, has never seen a company come into it on such a massive scale as Sisel International. And to this day, we continue to have the largest and the most advanced infrastructure of any company in this 50-year-plus industry. In fact, our facility is the most advanced manufacturing facility of its kind in the world. In a $35 billion global industry, we are the leading manufacturing company in that industry, and we are producing the world's most scientifically advanced products that deliver, as I said earlier, truly amazing results that have never been available from any other products. My story, which I will share with you in a few moments, certainly speaks to that in a very massive way. Let's talk about power factor number 3, capitalization. The single most critical part of every company in what will determine the viability and longevity of the company and whether or not the company will survive and prosper is capitalization. This is a vitally important power factor. The failure rate of MLM companies is staggering. These are the shocking statistics. 90% of all new MLM startups will fail in their first year. 90% of the survivors will fail in the second year. After the second year, only 1 out of 100 companies will survive. And only 1 out of every 10,000 new companies will ever become profitable. Imagine that. Only 1 out of every 10,000 new companies will ever become profitable. Shocking statistic. The main cause of failure? Insufficient operating capital. Sisel International has the strongest, the highest, the best capitalization of any company in the entire history of the network marketing industry. Starting from its inception, Sisel's massive 440,000 square foot facility was paid for in cash with $150 million of Tom Mauer's own personal funds. Thus, he launched his company not only on a massive basis, but on a debt-free scale. Now, it's one thing to build a massive facility like Tom did with his own money, a 440,000 square foot facility. But how do you keep that going? I mean, the electric bill alone would be equivalent to that of a small city. Massive. The overhead in this facility is massive. Tom, being the financial genius that he is, he created a subsidiary within Sisel called Supranaturals. Now, Supranaturals is a company within Sisel that generates massive revenue for the company through the manufacturing of products for upwards of 100 other companies, including big-name companies like Walmart, Target, Costco, and many others. And you walk into a Stop and Shop, for example, or a GNC, or a Walmart, or a Target, and chances are you're going to find products in there that are being manufactured for these big companies and private label for them by Sisel International. And this is the key to our capitalization. That provides us a massive revenue growth, flow into our company. I'm talking billions of dollars a year in inflow, cash inflow. So that covers all of our operating overhead, like the massive electric bill. It pays for all of the employees' wages. It covers the six-figure incomes for the 18 full-time PhD scientists that are on the staff of this company. And on top of that, when it comes to going out and buying the ingredients for our products, we have the biggest pocketbook of any of our competitors. So we're able to buy the world's most expensive, most exotic, most superior quality products, and we buy them in massive quantities. Where our competitors buy in 55-gallon drum quantities, we buy by the truckload, by the trainload, because of our massive capitalization. That gives us the ability to buy in huge lots, which gives us the lowest price point and enables us to put the highest concentration of the world's most exotic and most expensive ingredients into our products that you'll find in any of our competitors. There's just no comparison. None of our competitors can compete with us because of our massive capitalization. Let's go to power factor number 4, and that is, of course, the products. Again, I put that in all capital letters because the products are the backbone of the opportunity. You can jump into any, network marketing company and market products that are being marketed, manufactured, I should say, by another company, and actually they don't even have an exclusive on that, and people can find those products in health food stores and nutrition stores for a lot less than what a lot of MLMs are hawking their versions of those products. Here we have an entirely different story. In the words of Tom Mauer, the founder of our company, these truly spectacular products are the most sensational products that the world has never before seen. And again, I can certainly vouch for that, and I will in a few moments here. Sisel offers a line of toxin-free personal and home care products that help you get the toxins out of your life by giving you a different shopping alternative. So instead of buying things like soap and shampoo and conditioner and products like that in the grocery store, home, even cleaning products for the home that come in contact with your hands, you can now shop at your own Sisel store and buy our Sisel Safe line of toxin-free personal and home care products, and that's going to help safeguard and protect your health and the health of everyone in your family. Let's talk about the world's most exceptional dental care products. Now, here's a line of products, our dental products, that really are perfect. This is a product line that everyone listening to this call should be on, and everyone that you know should know and learn about these remarkable products. Our Super Shine toothpaste, it's toxin-free. There's no fluoride in this. It out-cleans every other brand. It remineralizes and rebuilds and strengthens tooth enamel. It actually fills in tooth enamel. That's the best way to prevent cavities, folks. If you start getting any kind of wear on the surface of the tooth enamel, this fills it right in and completely and continually remineralizes and strengthens your tooth enamel every time you brush. There's other products on the market starting to pop up to make those claims, but they don't come close to what this toothpaste can do. And our terminated mouth rinse, again, toxin-free, no fluoride. It's the most powerful formulation for killing germs because unlike all of the other popular store brands out there of mouthwash that use alcohol, which is not really very effective in killing germs, we use stabilized chlorine dioxide. That is, it's extraordinary for killing germs, and yet it's safe enough to actually drink it. I've never seen a mouth rinse like this. It actually soothes and relieves pain in the mouth. I broke a tooth when I was on a business trip with General Electric years ago when I worked with them, and I bit into an olive with a pin in it. It cracked one of my molars, and as soon as I inhaled, just with the breath, the wind of my breath blowing past the molar, it just gave me an excruciating sharp pain. I excused myself from the table and went to the men's room, and fortunately I carry with me at lunchtime a small packet that's got a small size 2-ounce bottle of the mouth rinse and a small tube of the toothpaste and a small collapsible toothbrush. I like to brush my teeth and rinse my mouth before I go back to class because I was teaching students about X-ray systems and whatnot, and the morning session was the class section, and the afternoon session was the actual hands-on, where it was like one-on-one, face-to-face with people. So fortunately, I had these products with me, and I was amazed that after brushing and then rinsing and actually holding the mouth rinse over the cracked molar, I was able to go back and finish my lunch without any pain, and I got through the whole week and was able to get back home and get that. You go to see my dentist and get a cap put on that broken crown. Amazing for killing dental pain, absolutely unbelievable. And I suffered with gum disease and hot and cold sensitivity from worn down enamel for so many years. I had so many dental problems, and the gingivitis actually developed. It turned into gum disease. I had problems with bad breath, halitosis. All of those problems were totally wiped out. After trying every dental product I could get my hands on, I finally found a dental product line that cleaned all of the germs out of my mouth to produce pink and healthy gums like my hygienist had never seen before. Totally amazing when she saw my gums go from absolutely horrible to incredible over a 4-month period. When I went back to see her later, and she was just stunned. She couldn't believe it. No more pain in the mouth, no more bad breath, and folks, the teeth, where they root into your gums, deep down in there, deep down in the pockets, in most people, they have germs and bacteria living and thriving there because the dental products that are sold in the stores are just not effective at killing germs. But what a difference when you switch over to a dental product that is effective in killing the germs. Because if you don't kill those germs, what happens is they start compromising the gums, and they puncture the gum walls, and they actually start leaching poisons into your blood systems that will poison your entire body, and it causes problems like it actually it attacks and denigrates the immune system. A lot of people suffer from chronic immune syndrome. They have very bad dental situation going on in their mouth that they're really not aware of. What a difference when you switch over to this product line that kills the germs, cleans up the gums. And this is your first barrier against infection coming into your body right through your mouth. This is a remarkable dental product that I am convinced, after trying everything else out there, this is the world's finest dental care product line, and something that everyone on this call should be using, and everyone that needs to know and learn about this. Now let's talk about the Mowers, and I'm talking about Tom Sr. and his son Tom Jr. being recipients of Utah Genius Awards. In fact, the date was May 8th of 2010. Every year in Salt Lake City, Utah, they give out Utah Genius Awards at a big ceremony. It's attended by the governor and the mayor and all these dignitaries to recognize the most prolific and inventive and creative scientists. And Tom and his son Tom Jr. have been recognized among the state's top 20 trademark registrants for that year. These people have developed numerous patents that have gone into this product line that make this product line one of a kind, that stands far above, head and shoulders above every other product line out there. And I'm sure, Mark, when you started to use the Sisel products, didn't you start to notice a difference from everything else that you've experienced in the past?
Without question, Bill. I mean, miraculous. I mean, literally within a couple of weeks, I started noticing a difference. Like I said, with my energy and just a sense of well-being, and I mean, I knew right away that and my sleep, and my just everything, my dreaming. I mean, people don't realize that your dreams, they say a lot about your health. To have such vivid, lucid dreams means that your brain's awake, your brain cells, the mitochondria, and everything that these products feed. I mean, literally feed into the mitochondria and affect the cells and make the cells healthier, the stem cells. So I noticed all that, Bill, and having been into healing and traveled the world and learned from some of the biggest healers in the world and worked with Wayne Dyer and Deepak Chopra and some of these guys, I realized that we had something really special here. And also the fact that, just learn from my experience as far as the business, on having the best products in the world is critical, which is what we have. But having spent 10 years with Dr. Jerry Shaw, who brought me in the business, and Bill Whiteley, we built a team all over the world for 10 years with a decent product, nothing of this caliber, only to have it taken away by a greedy owner that was all about the money and all about the greed, whereas that's not going to happen here. And then another company we went to, and for 9 years, same thing happened. So 19 years of my life just stolen away with learning that lesson. So don't even think about going to a startup company or any other company, because you found a home here that you could literally, pass it on to your children, your grandchildren, because this is something that's going to last your lifetime. Not only is it going to be great for you changing your health, but to be such a blessing to serve others and to change other lives, which is what we're doing, and which is what Bill does all the time when he does these amazing calls and he talks about these amazing products. So we're very blessed from both perspectives, Bill.
Well, Mark, I couldn't agree with you more. In fact, myself, I went through 32 years of network marketing and tried several different companies, and I just couldn't get that magical residual income to develop. It just didn't happen. The companies, the business, I made money, in some of those companies. I made some pretty good money, as a matter of fact, but the money didn't last, and the opportunities didn't last. One by one, those opportunities just, collapsed. They fell over like dominoes because there wasn't a substantial product line behind it to support it. For the sake of time, I'm going to try and rifle through the products real quick so we can wrap this up and keep it to a reasonable time frame. So the Triangle of Life products, in addition to our toxin-free personal and home care products, the Triangle of Life products are the first of the state-of-the-art, superior quality nutritional products that deliver an unprecedented level of support to the body to empower our body's own natural healing process and our ability to overcome disease and illness and infection. These products support those powerful natural functions in our body better than any other products before. And what we have here in the Triangle of Life is 3 exceptional products. So let's talk about each one of them. The first one is a product called Eternity. Eternity is a product that dramatically changed my life. Back in 2009, I had, prior to that, that's the year I discovered Sisel, in August of 2009. And over the 12 years prior to that, I had undergone 4 angioplasties and had 6 stents implanted in my heart, and it was just stent after stent, and the frequency of these procedures kept getting closer and closer. And despite the heart medication that I was on, stent after stent, they just couldn't stop my downhill slide. I was losing a battle, a 32-year battle with heart disease, and at 58, after having my 6th stent implanted, I was fearful that I wasn't even going to live to see my 60th birthday, that I wouldn't live to see my sons graduate from college, and that life looked very bleak for me at that point. I was literally losing hope. Well, 3 months after I had my 6th stent implanted, that was in May of 2009. In August of 2009, I learned about this company at the most perfect time when they had just introduced this remarkable product called Eternity. Now, what's unique about Eternity is that it is a very potent resveratrol supplement. Resveratrol is a substance that's been identified by a world-renowned scientist who's now a full professor at Harvard Medical School, Dr. David Sinclair. He did landmark studies on resveratrol, and he proved in laboratory animal studies that it has the ability to actually break up and clear plaque from the arteries of animals, that he actually induced coronary artery disease into animals and then gave them high doses of resveratrol, and he was stunned to see that their arteries cleared up, and he actually reversed coronary artery disease. Now, again, that was in animal studies. His intellectual property was sold to a major pharmaceutical company in 2008, and that company started out to continue Dr. Sinclair's studies, but they never got to human trials, and after 5 years, they shut the whole process down, and instead they went into the generic statin manufacturing business because they saw there was more money to be made there with a lot less cost out of their pocket. So, unfortunately, the resveratrol studies, the groundbreaking studies of Dr. David Sinclair, never continue on to human trials. It just never happened. But Tom Maurer, who was observing all of this, was fascinated and intrigued by the findings of Dr. Sinclair, and he also had noticed that there were many network marketing companies that were selling products that they called resveratrol supplements, and he had purchased every single one of them that were being sold in the global market, and he tested them at his facility with his scientists, and they found out that by the time those products got to the end consumer, upwards of 98% of the potency of the resveratrol was depleted due to oxidation. Resveratrol, found in its most potent form inside the dark purple grapes used to make red wine, it's one of the most difficult nutrients to make into a supplement. You see, Dr. Sinclair had his own press, and he would have the fresh grapes delivered to his laboratory, so he would squeeze the grapes, and right upon squeezing the grapes, he would administer the resveratrol to his laboratory test animals while it was fresh and in a high state of potency. But once you squeeze the grape and remove the resveratrol from the protective environment of the grape, if you don't come up with a way to preserve the potency, which none of these other manufacturing companies even knew about, then what happens is outside of the grape, the resveratrol, the clock starts ticking on the potency, and with each minute, with each hour, it goes down and down. So through their manufacturing and packaging and warehousing and distribution, by the time those products got to the end consumer, all the air was out of the balloon. And they were selling dead supplements, inert supplements, and the only thing resveratrol you was getting out of those products was the word resveratrol on the package. I found that out because I was trying numerous resveratrol supplements over a 4-year period. But my medical blood test that I was having to have 3 times a year while I was on a heart medication, these blood tests showed no improvement in my cholesterol and triglyceride levels. Now, Dr. Sinclair had determined that in order for human to get the benefits of reversing coronary artery disease that he demonstrated in laboratory animals, a human would have to drink 250 glasses of wine a day, which we know is impossible. And however, after discovering that all the resveratrol supplements out there, just weren't able to deliver the resveratrol to the end consumer in a high state of potency, Sisel International developed a patented resveratrol delivery system that delivers the highest concentration and potency of resveratrol ever available from a resveratrol supplement. And after just 6 weeks on this product, my doctors were amazed to see the lowest cholesterol and triglyceride readings in my, at that time, 32-year medical history of those levels. They were astounded. And as a result of that, I was able to work out a plan over 12 months to get gradually weaned off the medication down to 0 and to make what they said in their own words was a spectacular recovery from heart disease. I've since been off all the heart medication, and whereas I couldn't walk more than 2 miles an hour with 6 stents in my heart, now I could get on a treadmill with no problem, and I can easily run 5 miles an hour. I've topped out at 12 miles an hour. I topped out at 12 miles an hour on a stress test that amazed my doctors and enabled the FAA to reinstate my third-class medical so I could resume flying. I got my private pilot's license when I was younger, but I had to give up flying because of my heart condition. And if you talk to any pilot, anyone who knows anything about flying, you'll find out that if you lose your ability to fly due to heart health, you never get your health, your medical restored. It just doesn't happen. But I broke the norm on that. I made such a spectacular recovery, and I was able to perform, with flying colors on a test that was specifically specified by the head surgeon, the head doctor of the FAA medical division in Tulsa, Oklahoma. He actually prescribed a stress test and said to my cardiologist that if I could pass this test, he would reinstate my medical, and I got my FAA third-class medical back, something that previously could never be done. It really shows you the amazing power of eternity. And through my blood test and the fact that all the work I do with my doctors, they documented the incredible recovery I made with this amazing product from the number one killer of people on this planet, heart disease. So Eternity works with other products like our telomere support product, which is TSX, or Telomere Support Extreme. And what Eternity does, it reactivates a gene, the youth genes in the body that turn off when we get past 25 and we start going into an accelerated aging pattern. Eternity has the potency of the resveratrol and the concentration enough to reactivate the genes that will actually shut down that the degenerative aging that people have experienced after their 25th birthday when things start to go downhill. You know, we see men after 25 start losing their hair. Some of them even go bald, and we see men and women start seeing their hair turning gray, and men and women start seeing their skin losing its youthful appearance and developing lines and wrinkles. And in my case, I was thinning out pretty bad at age 58 when I discovered this company, and when I got on the Eternity, in just a few months, my hair started all growing back in. And the girl who was cutting my hair was asking me if I was getting hair implants because she saw all these new hair shoots coming up in areas where I had no hair. Even my doctor was amazed. So, and Dr. Sinclair observed this in his laboratory animals, that he had actually intentionally induced the coronary artery disease by giving them high-fat diets all their life. And the mice and rats that when they got old became visibly aged. Their once thick black shiny coats had changed to dull faded gray coats, and when he gave them the high concentration of resveratrol, not only did he clear up their arteries and reverse coronary artery disease, but they grew back thick black shiny coats, and they looked like young animals all over again. And that's something that he actually absolutely amazed him, and Dr. Sinclair was able to become the first scientist in history to determine that high doses of resveratrol can reactivate the genes that make us age at an accelerated pace. But since they never got to human trials, and when my doctor saw that happening, I said, I have got to be one of the first, living, breathing human trials proving that high doses of resveratrol can not only help your heart health, but can help you look younger and grow your hair back. Absolutely amazing. Let's go on and talk about the second of the three Triangle of Life products. SpectraMax provides 40 antioxidants and 74 trace minerals, plus all your B complex, all your vitamins. This is a potent, in fact, Tom Maurer called this the world's first megatonic. It's power-packed, and it's, Mark, as you were mentioning earlier, with the Kirlian photograms. I'm sure you've seen the Kirlian photograms before and after with SpectraMax. Could you share that with us?
Hello? Bill, we lost you. I hope everybody's still here, and in case we lost Bill, just to ad-lib a little bit, just a little bit more about my experience, and he was talking about Kirlian photography, which I'm well aware of, but what really blows my mind is that we have Bill DeFalco, who wouldn't even be with us today if it wasn't for these products. So do we have to say any more than that? The fact that these products have actually saved his life. I mean, we take it for granted what we have here, so don't ever take it for granted, because without your health, you have nothing. And these products are affecting the cells, and they're cleaning the cells with the H-bill and getting all the garbage out of the cells so that the body can flow, and the energy that's shown up in the Kirlian photography that SpectraMax, Tom Maurer was able to show that just with that one amazing product. So to have these this caliber products with this opportunity, what I suggest to you, from my 35 years experience and knowing what it's like to have a huge income for many years and have it taken away, only to build it again and have it taken away, only to build it again and have it taken away. I would just put everything you have into building this business and to getting on these products and get the people you love on these products. put the word out here, because I believe that God put us on this planet to serve others, and that's why we're here. And there's no better service than getting these products in people's bodies, the temple of God that our body is, and to get the body functioning the way it should be. So the fact that the body, mind, and spirit are all one, then it lifts the spirit, it lifts the mind, the emotions, and everything, and puts everything in that synergistic way so that we can live life in its fullness. So if anybody, if you guys are still on this call, it looks like Bill got knocked off the call, so I just want to thank everybody for being on the call, and Bill does as well.
Well, actually, Mark, can you hear me? I'm back. I actually knocked myself off the call. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I was talking in the meantime, but I'll give it back to you, Bill.
All right. Appreciate that. So we talked about the SpectraMax, okay? And I'm sure you had a chance to share the Curlian photogram story?
Yes.
Excellent. Great. Let's go on to the third Triangle of Life product, Fucoid Intensified, the purest and the most potent fucoidan supplement. Now, I had never heard about fucoidan in all the many years I've been involved in nutrition products until I came to Sisel International. Now, fucoidan is, according to one of the leading educators at Harvard University, the single most powerful nutrient that he has ever seen in his lifetime. Fucoidan comes from a sea vegetation plant called the limu moi, and we get our fucoidan from the richest source of limu moi, which grows off the islands of Tonga, down in the deep South Pacific. And fucoidan truly is a remarkable nutrient. And we're going to talk about the benefits of fucoidan. Let's take a look at these benefits of this powerful natural ingredient. It contains antioxidants, which protects against cell damage, kills viruses, prevents blood clots, combats inflammation, strengthens the immune system, helps lower PSA score in men, and promotes optimal prostate health. I can tell you, when I came to Sisel, not only did I have severe coronary artery disease, but my PSA score was way, way up there, way high in the danger zone. And after just 4 months of taking one serving of fucoidan a day, when I found out how good the Eternity was, I got right on the fucoidan. And on my next series of blood tests, which is 4 months later, my doctor was stunned to see that not only was, did my cholesterol and triglycerides remain at the lowest level they'd ever seen in 32 years, but they were stunned to see that my PSA score had dropped from 3.9 all the way down to 1.9, something they'd never seen before. So I could vouch for the fact that this lowers PSA score, no doubt about it. Now, fucoidan also stimulates the production of stem cells to aid the healing process. Now, Mark was alluding to some of the amazing results I've had with these products, in addition to making a spectacular recovery from heart disease. 4 weeks ago to this exact night, okay, 4 weeks ago, 4 Thursdays ago, which was the 31st of January, I went out to put the garbage out at one night, and as it turned out, that night, it was a dark night, and it was late at night, and I didn't see a patch of black ice that was in the side of my house. It's a new house. I'm really not familiar with it. I was only living in it for a week at the time, and when I went around the back of the house to get the pails, I slipped on a patch of black ice. My feet shot out in front of me, and it was literally, I went from vertical to horizontal, and I fell really hard on the left side of my back and broke 6 ribs. I didn't know it at the time. All I knew was that it hurt really, really bad. And I got up and ran back into the house, and I stumbled back into the house and fell on the floor in the family room on the lower level and yelling for my wife. And when she came, I asked her to get me 4 ounces of fucoidan right away. And as soon as I drank that, within 2 minutes or less, I felt the pain subside to the point where I can get into the car and have it drive me to the hospital so that I can get checked out. And after a series of x-rays and a CAT scan, the doctors were astounded that I was walking around and talking and joking with them and wanted to go home after they had learned from these diagnostic studies that I had 6 broken ribs. I'd broken all 6 ribs on the left side of my back, and I damaged muscles and tendons and ligaments. And in that condition, I couldn't go home, obviously, when I realized how severe it was. And they thought I was going to be there for about a week. But after having a follow-up x-ray on the following Friday morning and then Saturday morning, the doctors came into my room early Sunday morning. They said to me, listen, there's something really unusual we see going on here. The 2 follow-up x-rays are showing a very accelerated pace of healing. And you're good to go home today if you want to. Instead of staying a week, I was discharged after 2 days, and I've been drinking extra Decoidin every single day along with the other products I'm going to talk about. And lo and behold, instead of 3 months, what they expected me to require for recovery from the broken ribs, here's 4 weeks, and I feel right at this point. I'm about 95% over it. Got all my flexibility back, and it's just amazing, thanks to these incredible products. So let me finish the last 2 pointers here on the powerful health benefits of Decoidin. It lowers high blood pressure and promotes normal blood pressure. And Decoidin, this natural, powerful nutrient from the sea, which has over 1,600 medical scientific studies on it over the past 20 years. It's been scientifically proven to effectively promote apoptosis, which is the medical term for the death of cancer cells. Truly a remarkable nutrient, and we have the purest and most potent version of this nutrient in our Decoidin Intensified that's manufactured with 20 formulation and manufacturing patents that provide the purest and most potent and effective Decoidin supplement you'll find anywhere in the world. Continuing with our line of spectacular products that this amazing company has rolled out with the genius of Tom Maurer, Brain Vitality. This is the world's most advanced brain health formulation. It's a shocking fact that everyone, when you get to age 55, dementia will set in for every one of us. It's just a part of aging. It's part of our body falling apart with age. One of the things that happens is brain health starts to decline. Well, here's a product that can provide an unprecedented level of nutritional support to the brain, never before found in any other brain health supplement. And we're just hearing remarkable stories, like a gentleman had reported that his stepmother, who had forgotten his name for 5 years, after 30 days on this supplement, all of a sudden she could remember his name. He was stunned. After a month on this product, she started calling him by his name. These are the kinds of stories we're hearing from people on Brain Vitality. So you want to protect your brain health, you will not find a finer, more potent, more incredible supplement than Sisel International's Brain Vitality. Another remarkable product from the minds of Sisel, 4 Restore. That's the number 4 in the word restore. Enhances performance and endurance so you can be your very best. And as you can see in the picture, it supports nitric oxide, which helps provide that energy boost. And it also supports libido, HGH, we're talking human growth hormone, not the synthetic variety that people take and put in their bodies from a supplement. This stimulates your body to produce your own brand, your own HGH, your own human growth hormone, which helps promote longevity and a youthful, healthy appearance, and also helps promote the good testosterone and suppress the bad testosterone so that men can be at their best performance. This is a product that actually supports libido in both men and women, and I have to tell you that I've never experienced anything like it. It truly is a remarkable product. Let's go on to our next 3-product screen here. Fire and Ice, Sizzling, and Sizzle Rip. Fire and Ice is our weight loss, one of our weight loss products, and this product will help increase your metabolism, help you burn fat, and you get a very unique benefit from it. The naturally derived sweetener in there, actually derived from all natural sources, provides a very powerful benefit in the unique way that we've extracted this sweetener from pomegranate extract, in that it promotes healthy, normal blood sugar levels. And we've been hearing from people, from diabetics who've been using this product, and hearing remarkable stories of them being able to reduce, and in some cases to even eliminate, diabetic medication for type 2 diabetes because of this product. That's truly outstanding. I've just never seen that before in any other product. Sizzling is our weight loss and also muscle building shake. It comes in chocolate and vanilla, and hands down, this is the best protein formulation that you've ever seen, that the world has ever seen. We could do a whole webinar just on the power of Sizzling, but this is an unprecedented weight loss and bodybuilding shake that you will find nothing else out there that even comes close to the performance of this product. And of course, Sizzle Rip. Now, this is a very unique product that you take after your exercise. So if you're going out to your exercise, or you're going out to play your game, baseball or football, whatever it is. You want to take the 4 Restore before you go, and when you get back with your workout or from your game, you want to drink the Sizzle Rip afterwards. This helps to promote muscle strength and muscle tone, and it also blocks the acids in muscles that cause the pain. So you can take away the pain that the no pain, no gain. You could dash that expression because you're not going to have any muscle pain after your workout, and you're going to develop strong muscles and build strength like you've never been able to do before. And for most of us, practically all of us who lose muscle mass, we lose muscle mass with age, and we become weaker just by drinking that as a drink. You're going to regain your muscle mass, and of course when you use it in conjunction with activity, muscle building activity, you're going to see results. You're going to see a six-pack like you've never seen before. Truly remarkable product. And again, nothing else like it out there, folks. And of course, let's not forget to talk about Sizzle Cafe. This is the world's most healthiest, and it's the most delicious and most healthiest coffee that's made from the world's finest coffee beans, Panamanian Grade 1 coffee beans. So expensive you cannot find them in stores. However, with our massive buying power, the owner of the company flew directly to Panama and struck a deal directly with the growers and pickers, and he bypassed all the middlemen and all the trade associations. And with our massive buying power, we've brought these exotic coffee beans that you only find these rare, coffee connoisseur shops that sell upwards of $125, for an 8-ounce bag. Can you imagine that? We've made this affordable, and we've also we process it. Instead of flame roasting it, that causes acrylamide to form, which is, you can look up Proposition 65. Just Google Proposition 65. You learn about acrylamide from the government. And in fact, in California, because of Proposition 65, every business that sells coffee has to display a sign that says the coffee sold on this premises contains acrylamide, which has been proven to cause cancer in laboratory animals. And we avoid that because we don't flame roast. We cook our coffee beans in an infrared cooking process, which is unique in the world, and it produces coffee that doesn't have these high levels of acrylamide. And on top of that, we fortify it with 4 powerful herbs: Bacopa, Chaga, Gotu-Kola, and Ganoderma that provide a plethora of incredible health benefits, including helping to soothe and calm you down, helping to safeguard your heart health, your brain health, the health of your lungs, and the strength of your overall body. And just an amazing coffee. And I've developed a motto that don't start your day without a cup of Sizzle Cafe. Once you try this, you'll just never want to go back to your regular coffee. It truly is a remarkable, remarkable coffee. Folks, just about a year and a half ago, we introduced a remarkable product called the H Pill. This is a game-changing product that has literally lit the fires for Sizzle International and turned this company into a rocket ship and really ignited our momentum growth. We'll talk about that more in a minute, but this is a product that is literally unprecedented, and you have to experience the product to believe the kind of results that people are having. In fact, what you can do is you want to listen to what people on the H Pill are saying, and you can do that by calling our recorded H Pill testimony line, and that number would be area code 559-670-1914. Once again, 559-670-1914. When the call answers, you want to just go ahead and press number 2 on your keypad, and that starts out with box number 2, which is a variety of issues. Then you can listen to box number 3, and then eventually you can go back to box number 1, which is the menu of all different health issues that people have seen results with the H Pill. Absolutely amazing. We're having people with all sorts of health issues like COPD and MS and diabetes and neurological pain disorders and all these fibromyalgia, and heart disease. People suffering from all chronic pain and chronic fatigue, rheumatoid arthritis, they're getting remarkable relief from all these different health issues with the H Pill. It's truly one of the most amazing products that has ever come out of the world of nutrition. And at its current pace of growth and sales, it's on track to become the biggest selling nutritional product in the whole history of this industry. Imagine an opportunity where you can be a part of that, where you can benefit, you could profit by introducing and promoting the age pill to everyone you know. In fact, they're even giving it to animals, and animals that have been sent home by the vet, and the vet's given up hope on them, sick and dying animals. We're seeing remarkable recoveries in animals taking the age pill. It's truly, absolutely amazing product. And last but not least, our most recent newly introduced product, Sisel H2 Sticks, enables you to experience the power of diatomic hydrogen and oxygen by adding this to water. And we recommend using the Sisel H2 Sticks water bottle, which you see there in the picture, laying on a batch of the individual packets that provide the powder that you add into the bottle. Fill it up with water right to the very top, as much water as you can put in it. Tighten the cap. Give it about 20 minutes. Shake it several times over the 20 minutes. And once you open that, you're going to have a power-packed water beverage that's loaded with high concentration of diatomic hydrogen and oxygen. And the health benefits from those two alone are absolutely amazing, astounding. You can go to the molecularhydrogeninstitute.com to learn all about the great health benefits of molecular hydrogen, and we add the oxygen on top of that. Let's jump into Power Factor number 5, because we're really running way over on this call. Though it's the introductory call, I guess we can get away with it. But, moving forward, we're going to try and keep our calls to about 25 minutes to a half hour at most, starting next week. But this is our landmark introductory call where we're laying out the format. And in the upcoming calls, we're going to focus on one of the Sisel products each call. We'll cut down the length of the call significantly like that, and we'll keep the calls much shorter. So anyway, let's talk about Power Factor number 5, compensation. You could take that to the bank with the highest paying compensation plan in the history of the network marketing industry. We offer a global seamless compensation plan where you can get paid in all the many countries that we're in throughout the world without having to register separately for each individual company. Starting in October of 2017, the best paying comp plan in this industry got even better. We're paying daily, we're paying monthly. You have the opportunity to get paid daily for your efforts here. So if you have some big bills coming up, you could jump on board with us, go to work, and you could get paid daily. Every time you bring in a new member, you're going to earn a 25% fast start bonus on their first product purchase. And you team up with your sponsor, and we'll show you how to get the word out and how to get people on the products without having to go around and sell products. This is not that type of a deal. You don't sell products to people. You get on them yourself, and you help other people to get on them. And when you help them to join, they get an ID number that gets connected to your ID number in the computer. They track all of their product purchases, and you get compensated for every time they purchase products. And when they introduce people, you get compensated for the people they introduce, and so on. And it goes up to 7 levels on the base plan, and then at the leadership levels, you can actually get paid down to infinity. What an extraordinary comp plan. Let's talk about Power Factor number 6, marketing. If you're going to be involved in marketing, well, you certainly need something to market. We've given you great ideas here for marketing, but right now you can get in on the ground floor of one of the most remarkable products that the nutrition products industry has ever seen in its entire existence, the age pill. Imagine being able to get behind this blockbuster product when it's still really in its infancy. The market potential for this product is in the multiples of billions of dollars. And this product alone is going to create record numbers of millionaires. And yes, you can be one of them. Each and every one of you on the call, and those of you watching the recording, every one of you can get behind and financially benefit from this Power Pack product, while at the same time also benefiting yourself health-wise. And this is one of the products that I attribute my being able to make to bounce right back from 6 broken ribs and to make such an accelerated recovery, because this product, the age pill, along with the fucoid, both of them help to stimulate an increase in stem cells, which your body needs to repair damage. And the age pill ensures that those stem cells are not going to be aged stem cells, but they're going to be healthy stem cells of the quality of when you were back in your 20s. And it's all remarkable technology in this product. Just get on the age pill, call that age pill testimony line, listen to what people are saying, and get on it yourself and watch your life turn around, and watch it, every day when you get up, instead of looking at, feeling older, you're going to start feeling and looking younger. every day after day. People are seeing hair come back, hair color come back, skin going back to looking when they were much younger, energy like they've never seen before. This is one. You want to talk about marketing, folks? We've got it right here. We've got the hottest product in the history of the nutritional products industry, and a whole suite of products behind it that give you in your hands an unprecedented marketing opportunity. In fact, let's go to at this point. That takes me right to the last power factor, which is timing. Now is the best time ever to join Sisel. Let me explain why. See, all these companies in network marketing, the ones that make it, go through 4 stages of growth. And let's talk about them. Step number 1 is called formulation. That typically lasts the first 2 years of the company. The next step after that is concentration, which it's typically years 3 through year 5. Again, those companies that last long enough to make it to that point. Okay. Because of the massive scope of Sisel International's foundation or formulation and concentration phases, these phases have taken more than twice the time of all of the successful MLM companies. I kind of compare it to buildings. And I look at all those other companies that became successful. I compare them to like 6-story apartment buildings. Sisel International, by comparison, is like a 1,000-story skyscraper. And it's going to take a lot longer to build a foundation for a 1,000-story skyscraper than it is for a 6-story apartment building. So that's the reason why our formulation and foundation and concentration phases have taken so much longer. It's been literally 12 years versus 5 years for all of the other programs out there. So for Sisel International, as you can see up on the screen, it's over 10 years. At this point, it's been around 12 years, and we're just now starting to go into momentum, being powered by the age pill. Momentum typically, again, as I mentioned, it typically starts in the 5th year for all of the other companies that made it to their 5th year and went on to go into momentum. And on average, momentum typically lasts about 3 years, about 36 months, and then the exciting part of the deal is over with, and the whole world has learned about it. And the growth just goes down to nothing. So what are you looking at? You're looking at an 8 to 9 year deal with every other network marketing company out there. It's a hot air balloon ride that'll last for about 8 to 9 years, and that's it, and the ride's over. Here, we're just starting momentum as we go into our 13th year, and we're looking for about 10 to 15 years ahead of us of the biggest, the most incredible, the most sensational momentum growth that this industry has ever seen. And everyone who's listening to this is right here positioned at the beginning of this massive momentum growth phase that's unlike anything the network marketing industry has ever seen. You could be a part of this history-making momentum growth phase by getting on board with us right now. As I mentioned there, and you see on the next slide, it's going to be going on. Our momentum for Sisel International will go on the next 10 to 15 years easily. Stability is, that's the 4th phase. That's the ongoing growth of the company. And for most MLMs, it's the 8th year on out. For us, it'll be our, 15 years from now on out is what we're looking at. So we're talking about, we've got a tremendous amount of momentum, whereas compared to other companies, after 8, 9 years, their deal is done. We're just getting started with the best part of our growth cycle. And that's why many big networkers are now partnering with Sisel. People like Mark Kotler here, Mark Kotler, I want to make sure I get your name pronounced properly. People like Mark are joining Sisel after what they've been through and what they've seen taking shape here. They realize that this is the one, this is the keeper, this is the one that the last opportunity they'll ever have to work, and this is the one you can take with you for the rest of your life. Stability for Sisel International, the transition to this phase, as I mentioned, will begin around 15 years from now. Think about that, what that means to you getting on board with us now and building and growing a lifetime opportunity. Nothing else like it out there, folks. Sisel International's momentum growth phase will be the largest and longest lasting ever in the history of the network marketing industry. And if you look at this picture of the 4 stages of business growth, you see the formulation stage followed by the concentration stage, and the best time to get on board is the dynamic growth of momentum. And you can see by the arrow right there, we are right now at the very beginning of the most dynamic, most exciting growth phase of this company, and that's why the timing right now, it's unprecedented. There's nothing else like it. So celebrating its 12th year in business in 2018, Sisel International is now uniquely positioned for a record-setting momentum growth phase that will produce tens of thousands of new millionaires worldwide. In fact, the owner himself said, when this is all over, and we're talking about 15 years of momentum, 15 years from now, Tom Maurer is projected that when this is all over, he believes that he could produce upwards of 100,000 new millionaires globally. And you're looking at this at the beginning of that massive wealth creation phenomenon. You couldn't be in a better place at a better time and a better company than Sisel International. We got the best paying compensation plan in the industry, and I could say with over 40 years of experience in home-based business, here's what I've seen throughout my now 9 years with Sisel and going on 10. The highest retention rate of any business I've ever worked, the highest product reorder rate of any business I've ever seen. This is the best home-based business opportunity I have ever found for building a long-term, lifetime monthly residual income. Plus, we've got an easy-to-qualify for monthly car bonus that starts at $200 a month and builds up to $1,500 a month, enabling you to drive the car of your dreams. And there's a picture of me standing by the car of my dreams. That's a 2014 Cadillac ELR, electric luxury roadster. This is the first ever electric Cadillac, and this is an $80,000 vehicle that even at $80,000, Cadillac could not reap all the tremendous amounts of money they put into developing this car, and it was discontinued in 2016 with only 2,000 of these cars remaining right now in the country, and I happen to be the proud owner of one of them. But whatever your dream car is, we can put you behind the wheels of that car through this remarkable car payment plan that we have as part of this extraordinary compensation plan. So for more information, get back with the independent Sisel manufacturing rep who invited you to this webinar. I want to thank my co-host, Mark, for being with me on this lengthy ride here. Appreciate it, and look forward to having all of you back on board with us next week, where we're going to start a more time-compacted weekly webinar series. The Bill and Mark Show will be commencing in full force starting next week. This is our inaugural show. Sorry it ran this long, but I promise you our next shows won't be this long. We're going to keep it to we're going to shoot for a 20 to 25 minute time target. At any rate, we wanted to paint the big picture here for you at the inaugural launch of the Bill and Mark Show, so you can kind of get an idea of where we're going here. Keep in mind that this is where you want to invite your guests, get them to the call, let us help you to build your business. And all working together with all of us, we can help drive our mutual success. Mark, thank you so much for being on the call with me tonight. I really appreciate it. Any parting words you'd like to say?
Yeah, Bill, I just want to say I want to thank you, and it's an honor to be working with you. And, Bill, the information you put out is just incredible. I mean, the only ones that could do it any better would be Tom Maurer and Tom Sr. The fact that you have not only the knowledge of these products, but the experience that you've had for your own personal health is just mind-blowing. And I want people to know that, because I've done trainings and calls for many years, and to have somebody like Bill that can really get into the nuts and bolts of what these products do and what they've done for him, you need to get on this call weekly if you want to build a business, because it's going to get more and more exciting. And, with the two of us doing it, we sort of play off each other, and you'll get to see more of that. So get on these calls and bring your people. Don't just get on by yourself, because this is a team business. You got to bring other people on the call with you. And I promise you, when they hear this story over and over again, they're going to get excited, and they're going to want to build a big business. So I just want to thank you again, Bill. You did a wonderful job, and it's an honor to be doing this call, and it's going to be great. It's going to keep getting better and better.
Thank you so much, Mark, and thank you, everybody, for bearing with us on the inaugural Bill and Mark Show. Come back next week, and it's just going to get more and more exciting as time goes on, and let's all build our health and wealth together with Sisel International. Good night, everybody. Have a great night, and we'll see you next week, next Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
Good night, everybody.